Hi, this is Ann for Graphic Design How To, and today I want to give you some advice about your first job as a graphic designer. You just got this awesome job and now you want to do great in it. First off, your boss. If your boss asks you to do something, don't just add it to the stack of things to do. Stop everything you're doing and focus on what he's asked you to do. Do that first, get it back to him, and then go on with the rest of your stuff for the day. And the reason I say this, I've been a boss and I have given tasks to new designers. Sometimes it'll be, say, a 5 or 10 minute job, and an hour later it's still not done. Immediately I have a certain view of that person. So your reputation is at stake, especially as a new designer. You want to put forth your best effort and give your first best impression. So if your boss asks you to do something, just do it right away. Number 2, double check your work. This one is so hard because nobody wants to double check their work. I understand, I totally hate doing it, but your reputation, back to that first impression and reputation as a designer, if you have a lot of mistakes and you have the same errors every time you send your stuff off to the next person, that person, your coworkers, and your boss eventually will hear about it. And they'll think either that you're lazy or that you just don't care. So you definitely don't want people thinking that about you. You want them to think you're a good, strong worker and that you make very few mistakes, you listen, and you pay attention. So that brings us to number 3, which is pay attention. When someone is training you, you know the best way to learn for you. Just make sure that you are doing that. Don't find yourself in a position where you're asking your trainer the same questions over and over and over again just because you didn't feel like writing it down and then looking back through your notes for the answer. So yes, just pay attention, really work on retaining stuff. If you can't figure it out, just write it down, and that way you can always look back later. You don't have to ask your trainer 5,000 times for the same answer to the same question. Number 4, no one expects you to know everything when you're new to a position. So take advantage of that. Definitely ask as many questions as you can. Risk looking stupid. Actually, it makes you look smart when you ask the question that no one else will ask because they're too embarrassed to ask. Don't act like you know all the answers, because if you do that, you'll never learn the correct way of doing it. They'll think you already know, and they'll find out eventually that you don't. So it's always best to just ask up front, get the answers to all those questions, and don't BS your way through it, please. Number 5, remember that you as a company, your company is a team. So even though the departments feel like they might be a little at odds, just keep in mind that you guys all have the same goal, even though it doesn't feel like it sometimes. And number 6, I said this in another video, get fast at what you do. If you can get fast and still retain that quality, still double check, and have very few mistakes, you're so valuable to your employer. So those are my 6 tips for today. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comment section below. If you like this video, please click the like button and subscribe if you want to see more stuff like this. Thanks, this is Ann for Graphic Design How To.